We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second down, here's an option right. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do. But when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Able to connect with Dotson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off, and the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I will see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, you can see that
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Jackson now. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hey, report! Report!
Here's Jackson. Out left to Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game. And could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Jackson will throw again. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll run with Robinson, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up. We change it.
Now Jackson. And this one's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Jackson. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Back to throw. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. Second and 3. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Come on.
They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Commanders 3.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the sack on first down, Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Hey, Ozzie, shut up!
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Back to throw now on first down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now it's Jackson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Second and 1. And I think the ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Yo. No.
Throwing is Jackson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long.
13.
Now it's Jackson. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Hey, report. Hey, Ozzie, sit up.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's got a man complete. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They go play action now. Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What is everyone?
It's caught at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action. Now Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. To throw again is Jackson. That one caught by Gibson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Hey, little. Nice shot. Report.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
Nice shot.
Throwing, Jackson. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Jackson. And that's going to be caught. Jalen Hurd. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Jackson to throw. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Atlanta, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.